Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Today I'm making cornbread dressing. We are from the South, y'all, and that means that we don't do stuffing, we do dressing. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. First things first, I gotta make cornbread, so let's get that started. And the way you make cornbread is with a big iron skillet. But first, we need a mixing bowl. Okay, so I got my mixing bowl, and I am just gonna mix up my cornbread. I don't do anything fancy to it. I don't put, and there's nothing in this. This is just empty. This is just where it lives. I don't put anything extra in my cornbread. It's just an egg, milk, and cornmeal. So, crack my egg, and I just kind of eyeball this. So, making cornbread is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I forgot, I gotta preheat my oven. And I'm gonna set it to 425. Take a spoon. I'm just gonna mix this together. And let me just preface this by saying that I'm making a double batch of this. The recipe that I have calls for a medium skillet, but the place where we're going tomorrow is my aunt's house, and there's a lot of people there who really like dressing. So, and I realize that I'm saying tomorrow. For you, it's today. Y'all, I put a lot of cornmeal in here. Perhaps too much, but we'll see. Nah, that looks good. Say goodnight, Gracie. Bubba, my cameraman, is being real quiet over here, but he's wanting to laugh really bad. Aren't you, baby?
Oh, no. Not at all. I would never do that.
No, never, never, never. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and let it develop what they call a crown. Which, for people that are not in the South, that would be a crown. I did put an extra syllable in there. Crown. Okay, now I'm going to heat up my skillet. And I'm going to put just a little bit of oil in there. Not a ton. And I'm going to let that heat up. I think it all depends on your preference. I mean, I know a lot of people that swear by stuffing. I have tried stuffing on many occasions. Don't like it. And I know a lot of people who have tried to eat cornbread dressing and don't like it. And that's okay. Everybody got this something. Okay, so I've got my skillet heated up. I put it on the burner and I heated it up. I've got a little more oil than I want in the skillet. So what I'm going to do is just pour a little bit of that into my mix. And I'm going to stir that up. You don't have to do this, but if you've got too much oil in there and it's hot, and obviously you can't put it back, so just Put it in your batter. So, I've got that mixed up. And I'm just going to pour that in here. And if you don't have a silicone spoon, oven's ready. If you don't have a silicone spoon, go get one. They are amazing. Alright. That is going in the oven for about, I'm going to check it in about 20 minutes and see how it is. I just cook it until it's golden brown. In the oven it goes. And turn my burner off. And that is it for the moment. I'm going to let that cook. And when it's done, I'll bring it out and turn it out on a plate and probably break it up a little bit so it can cool, and then we'll be back. Alright, y'all, I just wanted to, I don't know why I'm showing you this, but I am. This is my Instant Pot, and I have, how many eggs did I say I got in there?
22.
I've got 22 eggs in there. So we are cooking them bad boys up because I'm going to need 10 for my cornbread dressing. And, oh yeah, I'm not braining today. Some days I just don't brain. But anyway, I need a dozen for my deviled eggs. So got those all in there at once. Takes about 7 minutes. It is so stinking easy. So that's what I'm doing with my Instant Pot, and my boiled eggs will be done here in about 5 minutes. So once I set it on high for 7 minutes, and I put a cup of water in there with them, and then once it's reached the 7-minute mark, I'll do a quick release on the pressure, and then we'll pull them out and we'll put them in a nice water bath and stop the cooking process. So that's what we're waiting on. Yeehaw, y'all. Okay, so cornbread is done. And then my eggs are in an ice bath and they are cooling off. So what I'm going to do is take this stick of butter and I'm going to melt this in the microwave. It's already at room temperature. It's pretty soft. But I'm going to go ahead and melt it, and I'm going to pour it into my pan. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've melted my butter and I'm just going to pour it into my casserole. Okay, now I've melted my butter and I've got it in my dish, in my casserole, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but I cut up the cornbread and I'm just letting the steam off of it for now. And then I have my eggs in the ice bath. So, skillet's hot, so I'm going to get that out of the way. And now, guys, all I'm doing is just, I'm going to put my cornbread into the casserole. I'm going to use a little handy dandy tool here, and I'm just going to start breaking this up. So now what I'm going to do is add something a little different. I'll just do this just to give it a little bit of a texture. This is stale bread, and I'll just tear it up and put it in there. And so I'm going to do that now. It's just, you just rip it and I'll let it lay out and get good and stale. I mean, it's like kind of almost crunchy. So, and then I'll just pinch it off in little bitty pieces and break it up in there. So there you go. That's my torn up bread. And I just kind of go through, and if I have any other, you know, kind of big pieces, I'll tear those up. Now I'm going to add my onion. And I'm going to add my sage. This is 2 tablespoons of sage. This was about 2 cups of onion, diced onion. I'm going to, just for giggles, I'm going to put a few crackers in there, just saltine crackers. Just adds to the texture. If I can get them out. And I'll just crush those in my hand. Break them up nice and fine. Then I'm going to add my eggs. Oh, now that I've made a mess. I use this little doodad. I don't know what this little doodad was intended for. It was my dad's. And this is what I use to dice my eggs. And I just hold them in my hand. And I push them through. A couple of times. I don't even know what this thing is called. If y'all know, does anybody know what this is called? It is, it is very faded out, but it says at the top it's a French fry cutter. Well, for me, it's a boiled egg dicer. So there you go. I guess you could use it as, you know, a lot of different things. But this is just easy for me. And it saves me a lot of time, so that's how I use it. Hey, whatever works. Okay, so now I'm going to add my cream of chicken. And I've got 4 cans. Like I said, the regular recipe calls for 2 cans. But we're doing a double batch. So we're going to do 4. And I don't guess it really matters what brand you get. You know, I just get what's available to me. Now my broth that I use in this is organic. Well, no, this one isn't. I lied. Okay, this is a different brand. I couldn't get what I wanted. What I usually get is better than bouillon. But they were out of that, so I got what they had. Okay, so now I'm just going to salt generously. And pepper. And I'll just salt and pepper to taste. Then I'm going to add my stock. Oops. And we're going to mix that in, see what it looks like. And if I decide I want to add more stock, I will. That's it's too small. Perfect for getting it out of the can. A little too small for mixing things up. Bigger spoon. And I'm just going to start folding this in. And I guess I could put it in a mixing bowl and do it that way. But what's the fun in that? Let's do it the lazy way. I'm going to get all of this incorporated and I'll be right back. So I've got my dressing made up. Sorry, the onions made my nose run. I've got my dressing made up. And now all I'm going to do is stick it in the fridge overnight, so that all of that bread soaks in all of that chicken stock and the spices. You know, get to know each other overnight and get all nice and blended very well. And that's it. I will stick it in the oven tomorrow at like 425 for probably about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I just kind of eyeball it. Once it starts to get golden brown on the top, that's when I pull it out. And then to give it a little added extra color, I sprinkle on some paprika. I will post this recipe in the description down below. This is just our family, basic, nothing fancy cornbread dressing that everybody loves. I never Got the big butcher knife here. I never have any left. And people are always asking me for the recipe. So there you go, guys. Listen, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. And yeah, we will just see you guys on the next vlog. So see you later. Happy Thanksgiving. Do all the things. Bye.